Hi Arrowhead everyone, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead, and I am back to,
Objection!
there we go. Again, in more Ace Attorney 3, Trials, Tribulations, Phoenix Wright, whatever the turnabout, something, stolen, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, we're here. Basically, to recap briefly, there was a Phantom Thief. They stole some shit. Then, or it's specifically from like Maya and Korean Village. Anyway, they supposedly turned themselves in. Turns out that guy's insane, and his wife has a motorcycle, and he thinks he's a Phantom Thief, but he's not. And we've got Officer Larry Butts here on the case. Also, there was a detective who sucks. Hey Larry. So, what have you been up to this whole time? It's about 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for! This is my uniform for my part-time job! But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. I've been on this site called 4chan and... You got dumped again? Well, you know, Benifer? What kind of fucking name is Benifer? Is that like an alternate universe Spider-Man thing? Like, it's like, oh yes, Aunt Benifer and Uncle Man. Fucking... I don't know. Anyway. Well, you know, Benifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. You went to Japan? But we're in Japanifornia right now. Where the hell are we? That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. Benifer, Caddy Tom. I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women, you're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. You're one of the good ones. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Zero character development for him. He's learned nothing. So, what are you doing here, anyway? Eh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, Scoob, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd return it myself. Ron's wallet added to the court record. Found by Larry at his part-time security jobs company building, night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Bessie's picture was in here. Yeah, I guess he really thinks his wife, huh? Hey, that guy's committed. He is in the relationship, doing everything he needs to do. Hey, Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. No way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. Hey, Acheron, welcome to the stream. How you doing? A very funny story. What's the very funny story, Acheron? So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. Wallet. It's the last day of holiday, and people who come to a certain place like every day to go award thing for being cool. Okay. Bonding with the Zopar. Katakiri won ladies' man, so he goes on stage to get an award and he goes to do a speech. Oh no. That does not inspire confidence already. All I says for the speech is, I like men, by the way. You know what? Honestly based. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why asking me that? Try seeing if I've got an alibi. You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. Unless he is. Could be Larry again. I mean, not again, but it could kind of be convinced to possibly be him. Because it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of a company building. What's Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet. Yeah, 2 awards amount. Oh, nice. For what? I am the storm that is approaching. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working a part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Apparently used for the building for his part-time job. Okay. Let's go to the detention center. Alright. You don't know how you got best accent and prettiest face, but I did. Hey, that's a humble brag right there. Nice. Okay, I don't think there's anything really to talk to Maya about. How about the at-me guy? Ah, Christ. Look at me! I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful. But I have no interest save of that of finding evidence against my arch-rival. Ask attorney, Trials and Tribulations goes hard. Indeed it does. I have nothing else to say on that. No, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. This is his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. What do you mean, no, that's like objectively correct, Acheron. Indeed, Acheron. I agree with the person who's agreeing with you. AKA Galaxy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Piddling evidence hog. Okay, so in other words... Maybe I just talk to Larry, I guess? Well, not talk to him, but like show it to him? Alright. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use in the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for CEO's office. For the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. No, Galaxy acids don't go hard. Dicks go hard. I mean, yeah, in theory, yeah. Category, welcome to the stream. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. So sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Nessie. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. If I had a gun, I could... You got updated in the court record. How about the wallet? You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Oh, hey, man, be serious. You know what I was interested in? If Mask to Mask doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Huh, okay, wait, so what does the thing say now? It's a record when used. Okay. Maybe I go talk to... He's not back. Okay. You were saying Boot Hill like Star could be Acheron or crazy. Dude, yeah, he's got no chance. Dude's just... Like, don't get me wrong. He seems cool from what I've seen of him. Not that I look at leaks, but, you know. But dude's got a gun. Yeah, exactly. It's a strong gun, but it's a gun. The fuck is he gonna do with that? We've seen what she can do. Huh. Now where do I go? How about this? Nope, I'm a piddling evidence hog, and no one likes me. God damn it. This Galaxy Range, the only way to kill an Emanator is if they jump them, and most of the Galaxy Ranges are fucking dead. Yeah. But the ones that are alive are probably pretty strong. And it did kill, like, an Eminence of Destruction or whatever. Emanator of Destruction. Okay, what else can I do here? Stuff I can show him. Hey, what about this? What? You got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? You know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis. That's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I love that kind of money. No. You don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Oh, man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. So probably, yeah, I do agree. They still probably would not win. There are a few. I think, isn't Hertz supposed to be like an erudition emanator? Something like that? But obviously there's Acheron, there's the destruction people. You know, the big ones. And then from there, I know there were a few more. Oh yeah, Diamond or whatever. I don't know, outside of that, I don't know as much about the lore as I probably should, but still, yeah. Yeah, Elio versus Acheron, that'll be interesting. If that happens. Dude stands no chance, script or no script. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right in the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job, at KB Security. We've been over this. What? Looks like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. Oh, now I get to talk about it. Larry! KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here, then? Because Elio is the Emanator of Finality, and Kiana's the Hersher of Finality, and then Kiana and stars Elio, and Elio versus Acheron. Oh, okay. That would make sense, actually, yeah. There's still no... It is a little weird that, you know, from what I understand, Kiana's like a really, really big, like, character across Honkai stuff. And she's just got nothing yet. But I don't know, that maybe they're saving that kind of reveal for, like, a really big moment as, like, a thing. They probably could. And we'll see. That is true, I don't think we know Elio's gender. I think they just keep saying Elio's script as opposed to, like... Or, like, the script. They don't really say who Elio is. Huh? So what are you doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Eat cheese? Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road, anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? It would take roughly an hour to get from here to... It would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn! And Ix could just make Acheron stronger to make her win. Yeah, Acheron would win. I believe it. Hey, Nick! Your phone! Hello? Is this the right residence? Pearls. Where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try and find some more clues, but... I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says, Zvari, when he's excited. Look at me. Ace Detective. It's everyone except Aeons, unless Aki manga me. Yo! Udo versus Acheron would give a category of Acheron vibes. Probably, yeah. Boot Hill's about to become a guy on the bottom of a boot hill. He's gonna get beaten. That's what I'm saying. Is that he's... Whatever. Anyway. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you.
Alright. I'm a little scared.
Beep. Alright, let's go, Maya.
Wait a second, Nick.
What?
That phone call just now sounded like a real
Larry? She's 8. Wait, 9? Wait, hold on. 9. Point is, she's a child, Larry.
Another one of your special friends.
Larry. She's literally a kid. Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Jesus Christ. Boot slash hill. Boot meet hill. That guy's gonna die. Just kidding, no one dies in Honkai Star Rail.
Mr. Nick, Mr. Kamaya. Curly. Never thought I'd see the two of you again.
Oh boy. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
His head is in the bag! Now that you mention it.
This bag, I'm sure wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. I don't like spare people, though. She does. She does. But I'm just saying it's like... I don't know. Boot Hill seems like he was raring for a fight there. I'm just saying. I don't think she would kill him normally. I'm saying, like, you know... Probably... Gonna wind up that way. Or at least, kind of. Hey, Nurses Bro. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Category 125 because you need it for plot. Good old plot armor. Invincible.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation.
That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. It's the urn, isn't it? Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard. And smooth. Rock eyebrow. Who hurts Black Swan? It's Jover. He is definitely gonna be Jover.
Well, hello there! Nick! He's here!
What are you doing, sir lawyer?
I'm shocked to see a servant of the court
ignoring the law so flagrantly.
I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it.
I was just following orders. I'm surprised the Black Swan gets killed and Acheron kills Boot Hill because of it. Or what if Boot Hill and Black Swan double team Acheron? Probably not, but hey, that'd be an interesting boss fight at the very least.
Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here?
Drawing my album art, putting colors. Nice. What do you mean by that?
Perhaps I should make myself more clear.
Well, yeah, please do.
Tomorrow's trial, Zavadi. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime?
What? Let me read that again, but as if it's not crazy.
Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime?
Get lost and can't find the fight. That would be an interesting thing. Acheron is supposed to show up in an event, but she gets lost.
Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Damn, Pearl. Rose Jones Friday Night Funkin' Exotic a little. Gotta be honest, that sounds intriguing.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. And then, Zvari! My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you! I will unmask you as the Thieves' co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it's not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Or Godot? Or Godot?
I think it's Godot. Possibly.
You've taken a step down the path. You've taken a step down the path of foolishness.
I am truly the emanator of Aha.
Try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is mask to mask. My dear lady. Times may change, but people, sadly, do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Who is this Godot person? It's not that surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But ace prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Mr. Godot as the best in this country. Do you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office.
So he's gonna fail horribly. Multiple times. Aki was acting mad sus on April 1st in the community tab. Oh, what was he doing? Was he, like, remaking his entire series?
Well, that's good to hear. Prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that.
Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Yeah, you mentioned that.
It was so obvious it was a joke because he'd never say Gojo negates Acheron or kills or what. Looks like we're done investigating for the day.
Hey, Sir Lawyer. The stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin.
A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Not gonna lie, Gojo negs Acheron. What Aki said in this community tab at April Fools. Oh god. It's his hollow bullshit technique. He hasn't used it since the Heian era. Sure, I'll save. Okay. Okay. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick!
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the Mask to Mask glossy I bought.
You bought this where?
In the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Mask to Mask publicity photo stuck into the court record. Oh god, I'm going to use that to win the trial, aren't I?
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
It's Larry, isn't it? I don't even have to now think about it. It's definitely Larry, isn't it?
Who's screaming like that?
Oh. Actually, it isn't this time.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
I kind of forgot what voice I used for him, so I'm just going with French. Really quickly, just gotta... I must be getting a little sick. Okay. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going... Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like it's gonna... Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Taylor. I admit it.
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime.
Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please?
Wait, what voice did I use for her? I kind of forgot. I think they're both French. Oh god, are they both French? What did they even do the first time? That was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desiree, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at the time like this.
I like the way they made it look like he just trails off.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of.
Oh. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. There's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delat, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to... For the time being, I guess I'll just have to trust... For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. It's always number 3, except for when it isn't. District Court, courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. There he is, guys. Fucking Raiden-looking motherfucker. He looks like... Wasn't there like a Power Ranger villain that had like the 3 horizontal lines like that? And like white hair? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. I was gonna make him sound like Raiden, but then I thought like that would probably hurt my voice after a while, so I'm just gonna go with James Jonah Jameson instead. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. It's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Abby was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ah! None. What did you say? Never prosecuted the case before. Never, but you said you've never lost before. Exactly. Never lost. Never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Well, yes, but a mask? In a court of law? Huh. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
This guy's the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal?
So, we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man?
I've returned from the depths of hell to battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. Not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Really? Alright. My name is, no one has asked for your name, witness. Important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that... Master Mask is a master thief that first started this crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on the lordly tailor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
I'm kind of surprised there's not like an Ace Attorney character named like Mo T. Or like MO is like modus operandi or something like that. I don't know. I feel like there could be a joke there. Like motive or I don't know, something like that. First name Mo, last name Tiv. I need a motive. Don't we all, Mr. Right? The actual identity of this mask, the mask is... Mr. Godo, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godo. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all.
The last prosecutor brought a whip. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask the Mask who stole the urn. Let's see. Have you been involved in the investigation since the beginning? Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zvari, the author on Thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves?
I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows you how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be Butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except for maybe the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you? Who is this person, Zvari? Sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. Guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for one. What the heck? Thinks he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item that the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you are not the expert you claim to be. Fuck. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. Sends in a calling card, alright. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime had occurred.
It's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. We're not releasing that information to the general public. But you are absolutely certain that this card is real? I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His 5th heist. And your 5th screw-up, huh? Let's take a look at this really quick. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Wait, speckled? And your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, looks like he's really got into it for. Looks like he really got it in for the detective. Looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. Define precious. Art pieces like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tea of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir, it's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Megina, sir. Megina, sir. After that, we retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Oh, we assume he must have some underworld connections. So, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he looks a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. Alright, so what if I present this? There we go. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem, and that's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So, in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after. I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright. You're correctly, Mr. Wright. You're saying that the thief of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask, or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. Trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. It's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? You're in trial, my man! Don't get me wrong, I'd be bored out of my mind and thinking about other things too, but still, I'm not a lawyer. Like fucking God. Or everyone else but me. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. Fake. A fake Mask to Mask? Fake to Mask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Tiredness hit me a little earlier today, didn't it? Why the hell am I always so drowsy? I am made of insomnia. This is the power of someone who barely understands what's going on at the moment. I need to drink Gatorade or something. Proof that the person who appeared at Lord the Tailor was actually a fake. Oh, I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need to prove that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was, in fact, faked the mask. I don't think this is it. Let's see. Speckled urn. Let me see. That might be what I need. Red diamond? Wait, would that be the red diamond in, fucking what's-his-face's ring? Look at me. Was in fact masked a mask. Or faked a mask. Okay, so there's that. There's... What's the difference between this and that, though? This one is missing his little cape holder thing. He's missing his little emblem. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ah. Well, then why don't you go ahead and show us what that is? It's right here, of course. You mean Mask the Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Maya looks fucking done, man. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Mask the Mask's chest. A breach? Here! Bailiff! Get my steed! We need to retreat at once! You use a horse? A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Oh, I see now! But the Mask the Mask and the security camera photo... Ah! He's no brooch! Thief with no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Mask to Mask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask to Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I don't know how I... Uh-oh. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. You're gonna have a pretty party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ah! What you talking about? Do you mean this? He's Mask to Mask. That's Mask to Mask's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? Oh, you must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's just the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy's one cool customer.
A little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rondelite's fingerprints.
Oh, that's pretty fucking bad for us.
What? 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 The defendant's fingerprints are on that brooch?
Unless he's never sent it to the lab.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I'm going to attach to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
That's a line out of context. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. I'm gonna use that at some point. That'll be like the thing in my Twitter bio.
I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a bit of a struggle, a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Now we know that's not true.
Phoenix, we have a... Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem.
Damascus brooch added to the court record.
Ah, you mess with Godot, you get the Gahorns. You get burned.
I prefer the Gahorns, honestly.
He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proved your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, a time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Ace detective? More like ace defective. I'm not the one who came up with that, clearly. Too good for me.
One second is one trip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shush! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is that? What's clear?
Sorry. Wait, did I skip something he said? Ah, well. My brain is kind of losing it. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. And a coffee maniac at that. I accidentally skipped one of his lines. Something about the truth or whatever. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all. It takes a master of deduction to find that I'm into coffee. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atomy, an ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. Or both. It'd be like a Naruto and Sasuke sort of thing.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My special man-made monocle... Well, my specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is... Wonder what a monocle is for, when you get down to it. Like, yes, I want to have better vision, but only in one eye.
I want to be a Cyclops man. That's the kind of thing that's for, you know? I want to look like the guy from the Monopoly Money. Wait, does the Monopoly Man have a... I don't think he has a monocle now that I think about it. I think the Peanut guy does, but he's the Peanut. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Perfect. Here we go. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed, by about an hour at that point. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask to Masks, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I begin to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. So he's honest about that now. "30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police." So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. I feel like normally the judge is more on the witness's side, where they're like, "Oh, that's amazing," or whatever. Like, "Oh, of course it wouldn't." And Phoenix is like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, Alibaba, no, the great Mask to Mask, my arch enemy. My arch enemy. What the fuck am I saying? That's what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. Do I have anything that contradicts that? Went off at once around 1 a.m. the night of the crime. Okay, yeah. Nothing he's saying seems overly wrong. Let's try this. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, right? Correct? It's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. Please don't say it like that. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Oh yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Comes you all said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case... Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me.
It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
I hereby W Ace Dunce. This we know is true. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's difficult. That's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall. It's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately, I had my third monocle security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony.
Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike.
Let's just keep pressing and find out anything we can. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? It's certainly some very impressive detective work.
Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the back of the head?
I mean... yeah?
Huh?
Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
You have brains, but the wiring of the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
There's something suspicious about Detective Atme.
How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Before I could land a single strike. Ayo, and that's wrong because of this. Aha! I got my second win, bitch! Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask the Mask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Luke Atme. Arrgh. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving a false testimony is a serious crime. No, wait, just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. Like, this dude is like 2 steps from one anyway.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much. Witness, what are you... So are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough. Your Honor. Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I, look at me, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated.
First step, discombobulate. Second step, discombobulate. Third step, hit him in the face. Fourth step, discombobulate.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, BAM! And that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask to Mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I, myself, always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good.
And he's only getting older.
The fact that the judge is still that old is, though, is just like... The dude is not age. He just kind of stopped aging at old. Looked away from the door for a brief moment. I don't think he came from the door, though. I think he was hiding in the statue.
So why did he look away from the door, anyway? In addition to the camera, I prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm in one of those had gone off, so I'd got to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer.
What should I do?
Ask more questions? Ask about the sensor, why not? What is he hiding? What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer?
Let's go back to that one and do the other one, the computer. Computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct.
Well, except for the program that manages the data.
That was specially designed by me. Look at me.
In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, sir lawyer?
What does that mean, discombobulated?
Means to discombobulate.
Young people these days, they really irritate me. And are perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but What exactly does it mean, anyway?
Oh, I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Oh, jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Do I count? Does that include me?
Well, looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atney, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Those swords are always really cool. Very impactful looking, but really cool. Correct! Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. Well, again, no shit.
You have that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask to Mask. Guy's a real piece of work. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the out-me fighting style, the fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was the checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded? So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing.
Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. This Look At Me guy, he's definitely hiding something.
Why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Let me think, what do I got here? It went off around 1 AM, yeah, we know that. Crime with a blow to the back of the head. My spine. Let's see. There's all the things with the paint. Wait, does he have paint on him in this picture, or is that just some kind of light reflection? And there's that which you've already used. Oh, Thief grabbed one from the sides. From the side. No, not that. I'm trying to think which of these... I don't know. Because this is probably what he's talking about. I'm actually scratching my head over this. This feels about right, but... Right, this was the thing about him boxing and then... Let's try the at-me fighting style bit. What is this at-me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore, but... I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at-me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? Very important. Of course it's important. We've learned the detective's secret technique, after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. Go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I mean, I guess I could press him on this, but I already know what the answer is. Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So Mr. Hammy got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. I didn't need to read that, I already know what we're doing here. And bingo. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. The geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
To err is the human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that.
Really? What's it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... What am I saying here, actually?
I mean, in all honesty, I don't think this Mr. Admin is a fake. I think this one is no ace detective, definitely. But is he masked to mask? I'll play it safe and just go with no ace detective. The truth is, this witness is no ace detective at all. Then what exactly are you saying that I am? Well, an average detective. I played it too safe. I fucked up. I hardly see the relevance of that.
What are you doing, Nick? Were you going to go on the attack? I was planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead.
Think harder next time.
So he is masked to mask. Okay. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually masked to mask.
Yeah. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene and data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, masked to mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows mask to mask.
The nose is a fake, isn't it?
This security camera belongs to the Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness?
Man, he really looks like Spamton.
The mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective.
You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assume that... Oh, it's like the thing that I did for the thumbnail for the first one.
Godot Blood number 102. Godot Blood number 102, my personal favorite. Mr. Godot, Ace Detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. It better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Everything looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? Do I have it? Decisive proof. Do I have anything that shows without a shadow of a doubt that it is him? Written with a fountain pen. It could be this. Red diamond you received the other day instead. This could be it. We also don't know this was sent by Master Mask, though. Entrance taken at the time of the crime. Decisive evidence. Fine, right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then, let's see what you've got. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? And then... This just proves that it's probably not Ron. And also this, in theory. I may have wormed myself into a corner. Okay. Let's see. Just... maybe this? Nope. No thanks, I'm fine. Really, yep. There we go. Alright. The fact that it's giving me an option again just shows me that I do not actually have anything. Oof. Of course I've got nothing. Ah! Just what I thought. A man is hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. Gotta stay on the attack. I'm never gonna have a chance to prove that this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then here we are. Who? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Also, wouldn't it be Mrs. if they're married?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well?
That's...
The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn!
Thank you, Santa Claus. Order! 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 You! Madame! That urn, where did you find it?
You'd never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best.
Sacred urn updated in the court record.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme?
Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Godot? You have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was taken on his word. That's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Her name is Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes. What about it?
Ah, how charming. Lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good old detective here.
Yeah, but we found it there.
So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. It was there. We saw it.
Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we've been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Dicky boy. You've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. Gotta prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. What's wrong? Is it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on. It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
You're right. I remember doing that. We broke the law. Whatever was in there was hard and round and smooth, too.
Yes, it must have been the urn. It must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atme walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was.
You're right.
Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy.
Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. Maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency.
Ayo. I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, huh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
Too far to turn back now. He must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it.
Yeah, us, dipshit. We talked about this.
And the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. And that's why Nick has a profile. Okay.
So, what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on.
I'm just gonna play this. I was like thinking out now. Hard, smooth. Yup, It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at it in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was... yesterday, at the Atme Detective Agency. Dude, fucking cornered is playing, let's go! Oh wait, no, I don't think this is cornered. This is the other one. I am a fake fan. This blend, good old blend number 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Order! 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 I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and smash it to pieces.
Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake.
Well, yeah, why would a fruitcake have nuts in it, Maya? We're all nuttier than fruitcake. Nuts aren't fruits. They're just also on trees.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask the Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Well then. That's not the end of the trial, right? Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Okay, hold on a sec. There's no way this goes that smoothly. Because we still have this, and this, and this to talk about, which makes it weird that somehow none of this got used. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Oh boy, here it is.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but not right is what I was really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you! So do it! Pronounce me guilty, please!
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is. Motherfucker. You don't know what kind of kangaroo court we all think this is? You don't think I've played the other games? I know what kind of kangaroo court this is. Don't even act like it's not. Let's be completely real here. Fucking updated autopsy reports. Fucking surprise evidence. Trying to tell me this isn't a kangaroo court? Anyway. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please just hurry up and pass judgment. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir?
You're really a man, then you clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry, I am afraid I don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'd be happy to. He says I'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. Boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well, I'll have a listen to this confession. Here we go. This man is dumb. This guy... idiot. I pronounce him stupid. Anyway. Master Mask's identity.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costumes that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it onto the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Ah! You're doing great. Is he? Is he now, Godot? Okay. Wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Hey, stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me.
Godot. Godot, shut up. Just stop. No more. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? Make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. Make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
I can't help this kid. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. What kind of kangaroo court is this, man? Sure. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
The way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked. Again. Press harder is always the right option. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
I still think this guy looks kind of like a girl. But you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. feel like we can. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. You know, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim? For a change? Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. You have to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? Time being, maybe we need to shift strategy. We should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, Does he not? Or does he just think he doesn't? You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lonely Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What's it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened, anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi, after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ah, you can just prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yep. I have the evidence. What do you think, I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Yes. Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. Thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Mr. Delight. This wallet belongs to you, correct? Nope. But it has your name on it. Yup. There's a picture of your wife in it. Yup. And there's a license that says Ron Delight. Yup. So this is your wallet. No, it is not mine. Ah, yes it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. I am. And don't call me Shirley. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning... KB... Oh, I just got the joke! KB Security! Ah, that's funny. Anyway, at 1 o'clock in the morning... And that proves that he has a that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Oh my god. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security?
Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight. You probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office? No!
Ah, that's a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. He is the CEO.
What?
Motive, of course.
Motive to go into the CEO's office?
Why would this thief go into the KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, I think you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went into KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Okay, and then this is why we use the... Okay. Mr. Delight. I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. That's what it looks like to the... That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yes. Basically, it says bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime.
Alright. No! Order! When the theft and the earn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It's like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? But did you actually investigate this CEO at all?
Eh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. Not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. Monsieur Butts.
Who is this useless looking young man?
I feel like this could be a meme format where you put like a picture of someone you don't like in the picture box. You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, yeah, I already did everything. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card's data.
What?
Get the butts to the stand.
Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard.
There's gotta be a joke in there somewhere.
I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Ayo. Alright, updated the court record, and that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as mask to mask in this photo. Ah, looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of Joe.
So then...
Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it is impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask.
How in same hell did we not find this out before the trial? Good job! You did it, Nick!
That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Wow, nothing weird happened. Alright. Actually solved in one trial. Or one hearing, I guess. Huh. That's crazy. Court is now adjourned.
See, I kind of thought it was weird that there were 5 cases in this game as opposed to the usual 4, but seeing as how this one is really, really short, I think it makes sense now. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 4. Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light! I knew you could do it! I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Oh, pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh boy. Oh, she's nobody. She's just ass, Nick? Is that what you meant to say? Is that the abbreviation for ass? You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. How did she slap him when she basically comes up to, like, his waist? Ouch! She slapped me. I'm Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick! Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Oh, double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. You won the case. Why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He just got a little touch of the blues. You know I'm feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Cadeau, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? So this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Oh, and then it leads into case 2, or this is still case... or 2? 3? Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Oh, now he's on trial for murder. Okay. Yeah. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? Estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Light was in the CEO's office. Scene of the murder. Getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you. That makes more sense now.
One Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
Return from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Just let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? Maybe quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Is he quiet? He talks kind of a lot. Well then, I'm gonna say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me! And the one who established his presence at the scene was me! Yeah, Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? That's it, fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's a good point to stop for today. I am an Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is tomorrow, actually. It is my 2-year anniversary of being a VTuber. And while I will say, I don't have anything as surprising as a whole-ass new model like I did last year, tomorrow we'll have some announcements. Not a ton, but a few. Just gonna put that one out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is tomorrow, as I just said, and I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and goodbye for now.